So here's my 5 Series. I got dual exhaust on there. I did this about a year ago and I've had so many compliments about the way it sounds and looks. I figured I'd give a little video to show how it's done. I'm not the original thinker of this, so I'm not going to take credit for it, but just so you can see how it's done, it's really a great upgrade. BMW goes through a lot of trouble to make their cars quiet, and you cut that great big huge thing off of there and put these duals on here. I promise you can tell the difference in the horsepower, which I really didn't believe until after I did it. As far as parts wise, the most expensive things were the tips, about $70. I might have $150 in it, and it's a neat upgrade. I'm going to start it up and see if I can make a good sound, see if you can hear the sound out of it. So I'd actually looked at a bunch of different ways to do this, and everybody said you got to do away with the spare. But this way you do not. If you see here, it's cut close to the spare, but I actually did that, and I cut out the fender well and created a cavity there. And I'm going to show you underneath how I hooked it up too. You just got to take the spare tire out, take the battery holder and all out, take the battery out. You can cut that area out of there and make room for the pipe, because everything I looked at, I didn't want to do away with my spare. But anyway, let me jack it up and I'm going to show you underneath. I apologize, I'm not a professional welder, so please don't pick on my welds. But anyway, let me jack it up and we're going to show you how I did underneath. So you got that Y thingy resonator up there up front where the duals come into it. And then it just comes out one side. Now if you look at the other side, it's just a blanked off end. What you do is you drill your hole there for your pipe and you come straight out of there. And you bring it back, thanks to having an independent suspension, you can bring it back right next to the axle, stick an elbow, come around. And let's see, if you can see here, this is where it's cut out and the pipe is up inside there. It's difficult to see. Now that I'm down here, I can see I do need to paint that again. It's starting to rust a little bit. But it's that simple. And that resonator cuts out enough sound to where it just gives it a really nice tone. And the other side, I simply use the existing exhaust. You can see here where I cut off that huge massive muffler thing. Wait till you lift that up. That weighs about 60-70 pounds. And I just added pipe doing it at the back. You could run these things underneath the bumper. I cut my bumper out a little bit. I don't know if I'm happy or glad I did that, but at any rate they look more fit into the car, and that's basically how you get dual exhaust on your 540. So it's, like I say, it's worth the upgrade. It sounds nice, you gain a little bit of horsepower, and it looks nice. Had nothing but compliments out of it. Anyway, watch some of my other videos. I have a lot of videos on self-help things for cars and